Wow, it's dark where you are.
It's getting dark early, and I like to do it outside, and the light is not great here, but you won't be able to see me much. Let me see if I ¿Puedes prender esa luz, Reina?
Okay, let's give it a try.
Yep.
Hello, everybody. This is Yang Tai Chi traditional form, section 3 class. And today I'm hoping for our new moves to get to cross kick. There are lots of repeat movements in between. So I want you to, one of the hard things about the third section is remembering the sequence. So if you think of it in sections, it sometimes helps. So if you think of the first section as the section that ends with the first cloud hands. So there are 2 cloud hands in the third section. So if you think of the first section as being the part up to the first cloud hands, the second section, the part up to the second cloud hands, and the third section to the end. So the first section, the big moves are, you're going to have embrace tiger, return to mountain. Then you're going to have 3 wild horse parts its mane. You're going to have fair ladies. And then you're going to have cloud hands. So that's the first third, so to speak, of the third section. So the second third has a lot of repeat in it. And the second third, we started maybe a couple of weeks ago. And the second third, you have cloud hands, which ends with a single whip. And from that single whip, you do snake creeps down and the 2 golden roosters, and you do repulse monkey. And the next few moves are just like the second section, all the way up to where you would do turn body chop with fist. And instead of turn body chop with fist, remember we did white snake spits out its tongue. So it's just like turn body chop with fist, except you open your palm at the end. And then what we're going to do after that is a parry, block, and punch. And Chengfu, which is step up, essentially step up to grasp the bird's tail. And from there, you're going to do a cloud hand. So as our warm-up, what I'd like to do is start after the first cloud hands. So what happens at the end of the first cloud hands is single whip. Cloud hands always ends up with single whip. From that single whip, let's do from golden rooster on through to the next cloud hands. Okay? Well, you have been doing some of the second section with Pierre and so on. So I think it should not be too hard. Okay?
Yep.
So let's start with single whip. So you're at single whip, and then you're going to do snake creeps down. And then golden rooster stands on left leg. Right leg. Repulse monkey. 1. 2, 3, diagonal flying. Turn, step and close, open, and turn the left foot to straight. Raise hands and step forward. Step back, root the right heel, close. White crane spreads its wings. Turn your hands, pull down all the way to the back, step and close, turn, step and open. Left brush knee, turn your hands, swing, step, brush, strike. Needle at C bottom, yield forward, pull in the back foot. Pull back, push off the heel of the front foot, change your footwork, and sink. White, fan through the back. Come up, attach, step, and separate. Turn body, and white snake spits out its tongue. Circle, weight in the back foot, make your fist, open, and strike. Parry, block, and punch. Circle your arms. Come back, pull down. Step one line, two sides. Parry, block, and punch. Step up to rest the bird's tail. So shift back, turn the left foot to the corner, open your left hand, right fist diagonal facing the middle of the left forearm, pull with the left, ward off with the right, come together, step and close, shift weight, right ward off. Roll back, turn to the corner, turn to the other corner, press, pull in the right, attach the left, press forward, push, square up your shoulders, flatten your hands, come back over a ball, hands in front of your chest, and push forward. Single whip, shift back, flatten your hands, turn and pull all the way around, press down, release the left foot, ward off with the left, hook hand with the right, standing ward off, step, deflect, and strike. Cloud hand, shift right, turn the left foot to the straight. 1, 2, 3, step to the corner, make your hook hand, single whip, high pat on horse, activate your right hand, push off the heel of your left foot and turn your left hand, pull in and strike forward. Palm thrust. Shift your weight back so you can release the front foot, step, and thrust forward. Okay, so those are the, you did the high pat on horse before separation kicks in the second section, and the new move in quotes is palm thrust. So what, when you are at single whip and you are doing high pat on horse, what I want you to think of is when you start, release your hook, activate your hand. Okay, so what you want to do is you're going to turn your hands, then shift back. As you shift back, the right hand comes to your shoulder. This is just like brush knee. Okay, it's the same hand as brush knee. You pull in your left foot for an empty stance, and then you shift forward. Okay, so your striking is on the edge of your hand, and unlike many of the other places, your hand comes under your rib. Why does your hand come under your rib? Almost always you're at your hip. This time your hand is under your rib. And the reason is you are pulling somebody in and striking them at the throat. So when you're pulling somebody in to strike them at the throat, you don't want to pull them too far down. You want to pull them so that you can strike them in the throat. Can you see that?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So it's this movement. And when you do that, the 30% goes into the front foot.
Okay.
So this actually is high pad on horse thrust palm is one move, the way they describe it in the sequence. So after you do this, what you're going to do is you're going to shift your weight back to release the front foot and step wider. You see, now I am shoulder width, right? And then I'm going to thrust palm. Okay, so if you look at it from the side, when I'm at high pad on horse, I step out and thrust palm. So the end position, the back of my palm is against the upper forearm, and my hand is pretty straight forward. So this does not look exactly like the application. The application is that when you thrust palm, what you're doing is you're reaching for your opponent's throat. So here we show it this way. You know, very often it's better looking, let's say, to have it like this, or more consistent with the other hand shapes. Okay, so we don't have any hand shape like that in the form. So we do it like this. Okay, and here, this hand is underneath your upper forearm, because like the prior move, what you're doing is you're essentially pulling somebody in and attacking their throat. So it has to be high, because if you're pulling somebody in, it cannot be too low, right? You want to get them in the throat. So not too low. So that's why it's up here. Okay. So from the side, it looks like this. Okay. So let's do that again. So from single whip, you're going to activate your hands, shift your weight back a bit, pull in, the right hand comes to the shoulder, and shift 30% to the front. And then thrust palm, shift back, step wider, and thrust palm. So that's pretty simple, right?
Right. I had that review and from the essential form, although you don't come from single whip. I think you come from something else, but yeah.
Yes, yes.
Uh-huh.
You have that just before you do the kicking in the essential form. Yes. So now in the essential form, you would be kicking now, right? But in the long form, you're going to do a turn body cross kick. So
Yep.
what that looks like is your upper body stays the same. Let me show you the footwork. Here you have a bow stance, right? You're
Yes.
going to shift your weight back and turn 135 degrees. Then you're going to shift your weight to the back foot, stand up, and kick. Okay?
So a cross kick, not a heel kick.
The cross, we are now doing it as a heel kick, but it's called a cross kick because originally it was to the corner. So if I do it toward you, okay, if I'm here and I turn and here, if I kick to the corner, the original kick looked like that. So it looked like, if I'm doing it straight facing you, it looked like this. And this is the same character, is the shape of the Chinese character for cross or 10. So that's why it used to be called cross kick. It's literally 10 kick. So it looks like a 10, and it was to the corner. But now they changed it and they made it just like a heel kick. So
A different name, but it's exactly like a heel kick.
it's exactly like a heel kick, right? In the long form, we do not do any heel kicks to the corner. The heel kicks are to the sides, 3 and 9 o'clock.
But this one is to the corner.
No, this one is also 3 and 9 o'clock, but I'm just telling you that it used to be the corner, and that's why it was called cross kick. So it retains the name, but it is actually a heel kick.
And why did they change it? Just out of curiosity.
There are a number of things that they changed that used to be to the corner. In the second section, the striking tigers used to be to the corner. And in fact, when Master Yang Jun made the senior form, he made the striking tigers back to the corners. So it was like a retro move. So
okay.
So this is a heel kick.
All right.
The turn body heel kick.
That's called the cross kick, but it's a heel.
That's called the cross kick. Yes. Okay, so do you want to try it from single whip? We'll go to single whip. Hi, Pat. Yes.
Right. I like to, if possible, to quickly, I think I got him, but I like to quickly review the transition into block, parry, and punch, and the little previous step up to grasping the bird's tail. Just
yes. Okay.
those two quickly.
So
could be after.
So from if I'm going this way, okay, I was here and I did snake spits out its tongue, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, if I do parry, block, and punch, this parry, block, and punch is exactly like the parry, block, and punch from the first section.
Right.
So what happens is, not from the first section, you came from here, okay?
That's right.
But here, what you're going to do is you're going to circle. And this is just like the circling from Embrace the Tiger, Return to Mountain.
Okay,
Remember
that's
that? Okay, then as you come down, you make your fist.
Okay.
And then parry. So one line, two sides.
I got it from there. Yeah. Okay.
Block and punch. Okay. One of the things that sometimes happens because people get over enthusiastic is that when they when they do, let's see, okay, when they do parry, block, and punch, when you're here, you are not, you're here, you do, your body is still facing forward. You don't turn until you step.
Okay.
Okay. So very often people get, they start turning first. And then what happens is that they don't have a turn to go before their punch. So you have to reserve your turns for just before you punch. Okay.
Yes.
And then,
Thank you.
and then Chengfu is from the end of parry, block, and punch. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to turn this foot to the corner. And so when you move the left hand this way, you're making a ward off. This looks just like left ward off from the beginning, right? It's the same shape. Okay, so here you turn your left foot and you make the left ward off shape with the left, and the right, you're going to make a fist that's diagonal with the fist eye pointing to the middle of the left forearm.
Okay. Right.
Then when you are transitioning to right ward off, you're going to shift your weight to the front. And as you shift your weight to the front, you're going to pull with the left and open this ward off down with the right. Pull in, step and close, ward off right.
Okay.
Okay, so this is like a modified left ward off before your right ward off. So once again, if you are at the end of parry, block, and punch, okay, you turn your left foot to the corner. You open the left and diagonal fist on the right. Shift your weight forward. Pull with the left, ward off down with the right. Pull in the right foot. Step and close. Right ward off.
Good. Thank you.
Okay, let's do one more time. Okay, so from here, turn your foot, turn your hands, pull, ward off down, step and close, right ward off.
Yep.
So make your, when you're here, make your left ward off this shape. Here, I show you. When you are here, if you can see, okay, I want your left ward off to look like this. Okay, if you look at it straight on, can you see it's like diagonal? The palm shape is diagonal. And the reason is this is your contact point. So you want to think about moving up like that. Okay, that's what the ward off is for. Okay.
Could I see the two hand movement from that perspective, like you facing the camera? Great.
I'm here. Okay. You see this diagonal and this diagonal palm?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then after this, I'm going to pull with the left and ward off down with the right as
Uh-huh.
my weight shifts forward.
Okay, great.
Okay?
Thank you very much. Now I got it.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay, so let's go back to cross kick, and then let's see. Maybe we can go all the way to the next cloud hands. Okay, because let's see. No, let's stop there because the next one is punch the groin, and then that goes to something else. Okay, so let's go from well, let's just do from single whip to high pad on horse, and then thrust out palm, turn body, and cross kick. Then we're going to do punch to the groin. So punch to the groin is sink down and step one line, two sides. So it's like punch down in the second section. You remember?
Yes.
I don't know if you did that.
Yeah. I have that.
Okay. Okay. So so if you have just finished kicking, what you want to remember is after you kick, you're going to sink and step one line, two sides. Then you're going to come around. Both hands are on the right. Step and punch to the groin. Once you punch to the groin, you are going to once again do the move you just did, which is you punch to the groin, you come up, and you do Chengfu. And grasp the bird's tail.
Okay. Exactly
So
the
you
same.
do. So it's exactly the same. But you should remember to stand up. In other words, once you do punch the groin, you should come up so that you're in the same position you would be if you were doing push or any other move. Instead of facing down, looking down, you want to be more up. And then when you turn, you'll be in the natural position for that. Okay, so pull with the left, ward off down with the right, pull in, step and close, right ward off. Okay.
Great. Yeah.
And then after that, you know, you're of course going to do everything up to aggressive bird's tail and single whip. So the next part is actually the part that you already know. It's all the end of the third section, which you already know from the essential form.
Okay. Oh, we got to that point. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had
So
figured
what
that.
happens,
I thought it was still far away, so we're already there.
we're already there, because what happens after here is that you're going to do, you already did the second cloud hands, right? So after this, you're going to do grasp the bird's tail, right?
Yeah.
And then single whip. And then snake creeps down, 7 stars.
Okay.
You know all those things all the way to the end.
Okay.
So
Good. I just have to memorize everything, which I'm almost there. But yeah.
yeah, you just have to memorize everything. When the other people in the class come, though, I'm going to have to teach all the 7 stars and all those things, since they've never had it, right?
That's great. Yeah. I'm fine with reviewing as many times as possible. But yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay, so in that case, let us go back to single whip, and let's go from so the single whip I'm thinking of is the single whip at the end of the first cloud hand.
Right.
So let's go from the end of the first cloud hands to the second cloud hands, and then we'll go up to well, actually, we'll go up to another single whip then. Okay, we'll go up to after cross kick. We'll go up to the single whip after cross kick. So we'll go to the single whip just before snake creeps down. Okay.
Good. Okay.
So from single whip here, we're going to do snake creeps down. And then we're going to come up. Golden rooster stands on one leg. 1, 2. Repulse monkey. 1, 2, 3. Diagonal flying. Rotate. Step and close. Open and turn the left foot forward. Raise hands and step forward. Step back. Push off the right foot. Root the right heel and close. White crane spreads its wings. Pull down. Circle your arms. Step and close. Turn. Step and open. Left brush knee. Turn your hands. Swing. Step. Brush. Strike. Needle at sea bottom. Yield forward. Pull in the right foot. Pull back, push off the left heel, change your footwork, sink down. Bend through the back. Come up, attach the right to the left, step, separate. Turn body and snake spits out its tongue. Circle your arms, make your fist, open, strike. Parry, block, and punch. Circle your arms in the center of your body. Pull down, make your fist. Step 1 line, 2 sides. Parry, block, punch. Step forward, Chengfu, and transition to right water. Roll back. Press. Push. single whip. So do you want to do it to the end since you know it?
Yep.
Snake creeps down. Come up. Pull with the left. Make a fist. 7 stars. Turn your hands over as you step back. Pull as you shift weight. Turn into your footwork. And this looks like a white crane, right?
Right.
Then turn body and take over lotus. Bend the bow and shoot the tiger. Turn the left foot to the corner, right foot to the corner, hands in the center, pull down, parry, block, and punch. Apparent close-up. Yield forward, passing palm. Hands in front of your chest. Push. Cross hands. And finish.
There is something that you said that I might be doing, but I don't know. That in the transition to bend the bow and shoot the tiger, you said change your pivot to the
No,
feet.
this is from bend the bow, shoot the tiger to parry, block, and punch.
That's right. Could you
Okay, so when you are at bend the bow, shoot the tiger, you're here.
right?
Okay, so what does your footwork look like? You have a bow stance. The left one is to the front and the right one is to the corner.
Right.
And what you're going to do is you're going to turn this one to the corner and turn this one to the corner.
Oh,
So that you're going to step one line, 2 sides next.
okay. I probably was not doing that, but now yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Well, it basically moves your feet closer together. So it's easier for you to step to the next, to make the next step. You see what I'm saying?
And the order is first the left and then the right.
Yeah, so you're here. Then you're going to shift your weight to the right so that you can turn the left, and then you're going to turn the right. And when you turn the right, your hands come to the center. Okay, turning the right puts your hands to the center. Then pull down, step, swing, step, parry, block, punch.
Great. See, I have things to review in the even in the parts that I supposed to know.
Actually, there are a lot of little bits in every part. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Great.
So, are there any other parts you would like to work on?
Not that I can think of right now. I think I got too many things sort of there that I have to, consolidate before I get more questions. But not now. I think I have plenty.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do what we just did one more time, which is
Okay.
go from single whip to single whip. Okay, so we are at single whip. Snake creeps down. Turn your foot out to the corner. Come back and forward. golden rooster. One, two. Repulsed monkey. One, two, three. Diagonal flying. Turn. Step and close. Turn and turn your left foot to the front. Raise hands and step forward. Come back. Plant your right heel and close. White crane spreads its wings. Turn your hands, pull down all the way to the back. Rotate your arms, step and close. Turn and open. Left brush knee. Turn your hands, swing, step, brush, strike. Needle at sea bottom. Yield forward, pull in the right foot. Pull back, push off the left heel, change your footwork, sink down. Fan through the back. Come up, attach the left, step and separate. Turn body and white snake spits out its tongue. Circle your arms. Open, strike. Hairy block and punch. Circle your arms to the center. Pull down. Step, swing, parry, block, punch, Chengfu. Turn your left foot to the corner. Open up the left hand. Pull with the left, ward off right, down with the right. Pull in, step and close, right ward off. Turn for left ward off, shift your weight back. Circle your palm, attach the left, press forward, push, square up your shoulders, flatten your hands, come back over a ball, hands in front of your chest, push forward, single whip, shift back, turn and pull, press down, ward off with the left, hook hand with the right, standing ward off, step, deflect, strike. Cloud hands, shift right, turn right. 1, 2, 3. Hook hand with the right, standing ward off, deflect and strike. High pat on horse. Activate your hands. Push off the heel of the left foot. Come in, ball touch, strike. Thrust palm, wider and thrust. Turn body, cross kick. Turn, stand up, heel kick. Step up and punch to the groin. Come up, Chengfu. Step up, pull with the left, ward off down with the right. Step and close, right ward off. roll back, press, push, single whip, hey, how did that feel?
Very good. I think I got it all.
That's great. So you can see why, even though the third form is longest, it's shorter to teach because
Right.
there are so many repetitions. In terms of new moves, it's not as many as the second section.
Right. Yes. Yeah. In the second section, we just passed needle. No. Fan through the back. That's what we just did. So
Okay,
and
so
the
so
the,
your
the
next move is turn body chop with fist.
right, which I think I got. It's the old kicking last part of the second section, which is still I'm really lost there, but I guess that's all that's left for me to sort of figure out.
So why do you feel lost with this kicking part of the second section?
Well, I've never learned the sequence, but also there are both kinds of the both um well, first because I don't know the sequence of those different kicks, and I think they're cross kick heel kicks on both
Separation.
sides and separation kicks to both sides, right? So
No, the second section, it's a separation kick. Okay, let me
you
show
have
you how from high pad on horse. Okay,
right.
second section, high pad on horse.
Uh-huh.
This is what it looks like. After high pad on horse, you do two separation kicks. It looks like this. So how are the separation kicks different other than the direction and other than your kicking, that your contact point is your shoelaces?
Right. Uh-huh.
Your your circling is flat. When you do heel kicks, your circling is from the bottom. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you're here, you see this is a kind of flat circling, and you cross, stand up, look, and kick.
Yeah, I guess that's new to me because I'm used to do the essential
The
form.
essential, you don't do that. The essential, I think, is easier because the essential, what happens is when you come up, you look at the same time
Right.
and you're ready to go. Here, you cross, stand up, and you're looking that way. Then you look that way and kick. You see? And that's why I think it's harder.
Yeah. So what I mean is, but I get lost is when JP does the whole form after the class. That's where I get lost because I sort of lose the pace and everything, and you know get lost and then get back again on track when we enter the third section. And that,
Right. But, if but, since we have a little time, we can work a little bit on whatever you would like. I mean, we have another 5 minutes or so. So do you want to work on that?
yeah, if we can do a little bit of after the fan through the back after yeah needle at C button.
Okay. So if,
There's some twist there in which you stand on one leg and turn around, and I got all that messed up.
Oh, okay. Well, that is after the separation kick.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So what happens is when you have high pad on horse, then you're going to do 2 separation kicks. Okay.
Right.
And your hands come like this so that they're ready to circle again for the second separation kick.
Right.
Now, the hard part is this turn. Okay. You're going to have your hands come here and turn. And when
Right.
you're finished, the left hand is on the outside and you're going to do a left heel kick. Then after your left heel kick, you're going to do a left brush knee.
Okay.
Okay, then a right brush knee. And then a punch down. So it's very similar to the punch to the groin, except you're punching down.
Okay.
It's just direction is different.
But you bend your trunk as much in both groin and down
Uh,
the hand?
pretty much, yes. But don't think about your back is still straight. You're bending from your hip. So,
Right.
so I'm here. Can you see that this is pretty straight? I mean, even though I'm looking that way instead of that way, so it's somewhat down, but my head is still up relative to my torso. Okay.
Right.
So
Right.
one of the things that people do is they go like that, which is not good. Okay.
Okay.
So keep your back straight.
Okay. And it's just different direction of the actual hand with difference between.
So one is like this and one is like this.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So punch to the groin is higher. So punch down is to your knee. And
Uh-huh.
this is punch to the groin, which is a little higher.
Okay.
That's the only difference.
Okay.
And I want you to remember that either of these punches, think of it as being like a brush knee.
Right. That
Okay.
came up when you said it once, and the left hand is pretty much brushing the knee the same way.
So what happens is after right brush knee, your hands come to the center, just like you were going to do a left brush knee, right? And you're going to turn your foot. And then instead of going like this, what you're going to do is you're going like this.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay?
But your left hand brushes your knee exactly the same way.
Your left hand brushes out the same way. Yes.
Yeah, wonderful.
Okay?
I'm gonna be doing it tomorrow till I get it.
Yeah.
Well, not, you know, I do other things, but I'll practice.
Okay. Well, next week is Thanksgiving in the US. So the school is closed for Thursday and Friday. So I will not see you next week.
Okay.
But I'll see you the week after that. Okay?
Wonderful. Yeah, wonderful. Great.
Okay. Well,
So I'll
thank you
see you
very
next week.
much.
Enjoy your week.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rita.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.